The Fountain, Day 91. Nothing new under the sun. After declaring yesterday that we were moving out of the wilderness and into abundance, I was not at all surprised when the enemy tried to strike. The only thing is, his methods are so predictable that I'm unwilling to be fazed by them. I am done with him. I learned something that really changed my life years ago. The enemy will use the same tricks and sabotages over and over as long as they continue to work. But the moment they stop affecting you and you face them with the opposite spirit, he flees. Over the summer, when finances were a struggle still, and we honestly didn't know what we were going to do, I went to the mailbox one day and found a letter from the IRS. I opened it and saw they were saying we owed a large sum of money. I immediately knew it was a lie, and while still at the mailbox, I folded up the letter, put it back in the envelope, and laughed out loud. I truly felt the stress the enemy was trying to fling upon me miss its target. Instead, I went home and sent the letter to our accountant and let them deal with it. Months later, I received a check from the IRS. Yes, they sent me money instead. Praise Jesus. That was a defining moment in the journey. Things began to shift that day. The devil has no new tricks. The Bible lets us know that there is nothing new. The enemy has limited scope and limited armies and limited reach and minimal influence. What gives him more influence is when we agree with him. When we agree with fear, we empower the enemy. When we agree with lack, we empower the enemy. When we stand firm on the truth and press into the spirit of peace, we take power away. God wants us to operate in power, his power, the power of Christ within us, unhindered by fear and any other influence the enemy attempts to put us under. Our family has bonded together more in this season than ever before, and I am so grateful. We have learned how to live on little while maintaining an abundant attitude. We have found joy in all circumstances. I've learned as the mom, I'm heavily involved in creating the atmosphere of the home. It's up to me to keep the feeling light and joyful. I've worked very hard to press into playfulness and silliness. I'm focusing now on lingering, spending more face-to-face time, shoulder to shoulder, and side-by-side time with my kids. The rewards have been immediate. Taking back time has been crucial to our family's transformation. Stepping out of the flow of the world and laying in the river of God has been life-altering. I know I've mentioned this before, but I will keep talking about it because it's been so transformational for our lives. It's time for us to take power back from the enemy. Stop allowing him to hold you captive and take the authority that God has given you. It's time for us to take the land. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Matthew 28 verse 18.